Good afternoon. Today is actually day 23 on 30 days live that I had promised per se. I did skip a few days of lives, but I do count them as part of this 30-day supposedly challenge that I had given myself and that I wanted to show up live. And it's interesting because the last days, every time I was showing up live, I was like taking more time to press this button because I'm like, okay, what is required? What do people want to hear? And I could see the break inside myself wanting to, it's not about quitting, but it's about kind of like procrastinating. So I've been observing this pattern of procrastinating when it's not perfect per se, right? When we actually don't know. And this is where the stretch is, actually the stretch of keeping on going even when we don't know. And I'm being stretched right now because I literally pressed this record button without a clue of what I really wanted to share. Just really being authentic here on this day number 23. And what I've been doing lately is, keep following the yeses and keep following the commitment. And I'm noticing my inner dynamics with structure. I said I was going to do 30 days, and here's the feminine masculine dance within myself. I was like, okay, well, I said 30 days, I'm going to show up 30 days. But then the feminine inside is like, well, I want to be more in freedom and creation and go with the flow and be really be in tune, which is happening. But there's also the importance of the structure, which is the masculine, right? Salam aleik. I see from Egypt. Kolokoyes. Hey, nice. So well, what I wanted to share is actually following the yeses. So this is really what I want to be sharing today, because I'm following the yeses, and as I'm strong with these yeses, even if the yeses wumble into maybes sometimes, I keep tapping into where life force is guiding me outside of the patterns. For example, pattern of procrastination, pattern of resistance, pattern of doubt, pattern of perfection, pattern of not knowing and not being 1% clear. And I observe this and I'm like, no, it's a hell yes. It is a hell yes. I know that life force is pushing me to expand, is pushing me to grow, is pushing me to upgrade, is pushing me to anchor on new standard, is pushing me to lead in a different way, is pushing me to learn different, not only different skills, but tapping into different personas within myself. And this is what this 30-day challenge was per se, to be more visible in the rawness of what it is, to show up without necessarily preparation, but to show up with a voice that wants to be shared, not really knowing what was going to be shared. And I've been really observing that phenomenon inside of myself, the yes, not the maybe, but the true yes. And every morning I wake up with, what is my yes? And making sure that all the actions that I take in the day are in alignment with that true vibrational yes. And it makes the actions so powerful, so efficient, so focused. I was just sharing with a friend right now on how many projects I'm actually working on. And from an outside perspective, I would be like, oh my gosh, you're actually really workaholic, or you're pushing yourself way too much, or you're going to burn out, or all again projections or interpretations, or like this is way too intense, or you should balance your life way more. All of this comes from the mind. But when I tap into the energy of my body, I have never felt so alive. And this is what I want to be transmitting today, that as you follow your genuine yes, your authentic yes, this yes that is a full body yes, that feels like life force is circulating in your body, as you're saying this yes, as you're moving forward with the yes, as you're taking the action and committing to that yes, you will notice that life is growing you. Life is growing you to that next level of potential, next layer of authenticity, and it's also making you embody more of your gifts. And I'm noticing this more and more and more. I'm experiencing it directly. And like I said, I am managing many projects at the same time that seem they're not scattered. They're all joining at the same time, working on the website, working on the membership, working on the podcast, working on bringing more team and more collaborators in, working on the mentorship and having private clients, and making sure that everything at one point communicates, and so that everything is organic. If I was doing this from the mind, if I was doing this from a pushing place, from a forcing things to happen, I would be burned out, literally. But because I'm not sourcing the energy from the mind, but rather from a strong calling, visceral calling coming from my body, that it's a true yes, and my cells are actually vibrating when I'm taking action, I'm constantly receiving energy as I'm moving forward. Not losing energy, but I'm receiving energy. You know, it's just like if after a day of snowboarding, you snowboarded, your body's a bit tired, but you've worked out and it feels good. And this is how it feels. And I'm inviting you all to really, really, every morning, ponder your yeses. And everything that's a maybe or a no, it's a no. In between does not work. If it's a maybe, then it's a no. We learned this in Tantra, actually. If it's a maybe, it's a no. You want your full body to say yes and move forward with, even if it's a little yes, you move forward with that little yes, that clarity that you have. You always move forward with that sense of clarity that you have. And you will see, you will feel in your body that you will constantly receive energy, and that this energy will just enhance the clarity. And with the clarity, you will have more yes, more energy. And then so it goes, it becomes that beautiful perpetuation of energy. And you keep on growing with life force. Your cells are energized. You live a more aligned life. You give back in a much more aligned way. And you see that your gifts start anchoring more and more and more. And life just pours back into you. Life pours back into you. And this is where trust arrives. At the beginning, we don't know, we're not sure we can trust. Trust is a concept, faith is a concept, creative energy is a concept. But the more you're bathing into it, the more you try it out and you are in it, and there are ways to train for this, and this is what I offer, the more you will see and you will directly experience that this is the truth for your body too. And I'm here telling you all of this. At the end of the day, it's for you to feel it. It's for you to know, because once you know, nobody can take that away from you. And then you are just more sovereign, and you really are the creator of your life. Embodied, powerful, offering your services, offering your gifts, generating wealth that is in alignment with your vibration and with your potential. All of this is not just woo-woo stuff. It's things that are happening and that happen when you embody more of your creative potential. But it's for you to say yes to this if you feel a calling, and it's for you to reach out to the people around you who are on this path and who are here to support you, to keep going and to show you what the next step is if you need this guidance. So if you do want this, direct message me. I have different offers on the table, mainly a private mentorship and also a membership for embodiment that is coming soon. So reach out, whether it's me or somebody else, reach out and keep going. Sending you so much love. Love to all, big hug to all, and let's keep going. Cheers.